All right, let's get right into it. Today we're talking about the single most important document you can find in the crypto world, the white paper. Seriously, think of it as your number one piece of evidence when you're investigating any new project.
Okay, so what is it really? The easiest way to think about it is this. A crypto white paper is basically a resume for the project. You know how your resume tells your story, your skills, your past achievements? A white paper does the exact same thing for a crypto project. It tells its story, explains its tech, and lays out its entire vision for the future.
So let's get a bit more specific. What exactly is a white paper? Well, it's way more than just a slick marketing brochure. You should really think of it as the project's official dossier, the foundational document for the entire operation.
In a nutshell, a white paper is the project's comprehensive blueprint. It's supposed to have everything in there. The background, the problem it's trying to solve, the nitty-gritty tech details, its economic model, what we call tokenomics, and of course, a clear roadmap for what's coming next. The main goal, to get you, the potential investor, interested and on board by just laying all the cards on the table.
Now, these points here, they're not just, nice-to-haves. Think of them as a credibility check. A white paper that's clear, easy to follow, and free of typos. That tells you the team is serious and professional. On the flip side, if it's full of mistakes or confusing jargon, that's often the first sign that something's not quite right.
All right, so let's pop the hood and look inside a typical white paper. We're going to deconstruct the evidence piece by piece, so you know exactly what you should be looking for. Okay, treat this as your investigator's checklist. A good white paper should hit all of these points. But if you're short on time, I want you to pay extra special attention to two things: the tokenomics and the team. Why? Because a broken economic model can sink a project before it even starts, and a shady or anonymous team, well, that's a massive red flag. Each one of these is a critical piece of the puzzle. Okay, so you've got the document in hand. You know what sections to look for, but just having the evidence isn't enough, right? You need a framework to actually analyze it. This is how you stop being just a reader and start thinking like a real investigator. Here's a simple but really powerful four-step framework you can use every single time. First, understand the problem. Are they actually solving a real-world issue? Second, evaluate their solution. Is the tech legit? Is it explained well? Third, vet the team. Do these people have the skills and the track record to pull this off? And finally, fourth, scrutinize the tokenomics. Is the whole economic model built to last? This quote really gets to the heart of it. It's all about the incentives. You have to ask yourself who benefits from this system and how. A project's tokenomics have to be super carefully designed to make sure everyone involved, from the developers to the users, has a reason to participate. Think about the original Bitcoin white paper. It was crystal clear about how miners would be rewarded for securing the network. If you're reading a white paper and you can't figure out who benefits or how the money flows, that's a huge problem. And this, right here, is why all of this is so important. Getting good at reading a white paper isn't just some academic exercise. It's your single best line of defense against the scams and sketchy projects that are, let's be honest, all over the crypto space.
So how exactly can a document save you from a scam? It's a great question. And the answer's pretty simple. It's all about transparency. A good white paper lays everything out for you to see, while a bad one often reveals what the creators are desperately trying to hide. You just need to know what warning signs to look for.
So keep your investigators' eyes peeled for these big red flags. Promises of guaranteed high returns, that's an easy one. But also watch out for super complex technical jargon that doesn't actually say anything. Sometimes projects just try to confuse you to hide the fact that there's no real substance. An anonymous team is another classic warning sign. Sure, Satoshi was anonymous, but for a modern project that's going to handle people's money, you want transparency. And, the oldest rule in the book applies here. If it sounds way too good to be true, it almost certainly is.
Okay, but enough about the red flags and the bad guys. To really get a sense of the power of a great white paper, let's take a look at a few examples from the Hall of Fame. These are the ones that didn't just launch a project, they literally changed the world.
And believe me, that is no exaggeration. We're talking about documents that laid out a vision so powerful and a technology so groundbreaking that they sparked entire industries from just a handful of pages. They inspired millions of people and created billions of dollars in value.
Think about it. You've got Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper, which basically introduced the whole world to the idea of peer-to-peer electronic cash.
Then came Vitalik Buterin's Ethereum paper, which took that idea and blew it wide open, proposing a global computer for decentralized apps and smart contracts. And of course, others like Cardano and Solana have kept pushing the envelope, each one laying out their unique approach in their own groundbreaking documents.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? It's that you don't need to be some coding genius or a cryptographer to make smart decisions in this space. Your most powerful tool for doing your own research, your due diligence, isn't a price chart. It's the white paper itself.
So I'm going to leave you with a question. The next time you hear all the hype about some new must-have crypto project, what's the very first thing you're going to ask for? By now, that answer should be obvious. Go find that white paper and start your investigation.